Hey guys, welcome back to Dive In Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I want to talk to you guys about campfires and stories. So, tribes back in the day, a long time ago, used to sit around a fire, drink, eat, and share stories, and connect. Acknowledge each other, respect each other, and cultivate a need for importance amongst each other. And I feel like because of these days, with the hectic schedules we have and the obligations we can never meet, we tend to take these for granted. When we're with friends, when we're with family or relatives, it's good to just group around each other and talk about old times again. Connect through old stories, and the best way to connect is to tell stories that make people laugh, get them in a good mood. Whether they'd be, humorous, sad, whatever. It doesn't always have to be a good mood. It just has to be an emotional high. A good high is better than obviously making people sad. But nonetheless, the lesson is to cultivate connection, acknowledgement, and respect amongst each other. And the best way to do this is when you're with your friends and family is through narratives and storytelling. Everyone's got a funny story, and everyone's got someone in their group that has a bank of stories that they can unveil and unleash and get people laughing, connecting, and basically just being lighthearted about it. Not being too serious, not being too judgmental and closed-minded about these things, but just going back in the past and bringing up stories that showcase the qualities of each other. And in my group, I've brought up a few stories. They know what those stories are. And it really shows you and gives you an appreciation, especially when you set intention with all your stories or just socializing with people. The intention you want to set is appreciating past moments you've had with people. So right now, I'm challenging you this exact second to think back at a group of people, friends, family, relatives, especially somebody that you can call up, even just a phone call. Doesn't have to be campfires and stories, but just I'm planting a seed of campfires and stories into your mind right now, so that you can call somebody who you have a funny story to share with, and it could be just a friend that you went to school with, or it could be one of your relatives, whatever it may be. It doesn't really matter. The important thing is you have a story that you want to share with them, have a laugh, elevate your mood, elevate their mood, and get people in the mood of acknowledging connection again. Because now more than ever, we are feeling more disconnected, although we have greater signal to interact with each other. Our emotional connections are dampened. Our connections mentally, where it was like, oh, I've got 700 friends on Facebook, but how many of them have you sat face to face at a cafe and had a quality conversation with them and felt something other than just typing it? Because when you type an emotion, I've seen people do this all the time. They're typing laugh out loud or ha ha ha, but they're not even reacting. It's stimulating your mind, not your body. So by sharing stories, and especially if you can get around a fire or whatever it may be, it's really significant that they feel the energy of the story or whatever you're going to share with them. Make it meaningful, make it intentional, and next time you're in a group of people, bring up a story. Gain the confidence to bring up a story. It's going to make people feel more lighthearted, in the mood to laugh, and then they will build the confidence up to tell their stories. I know every time I meet with my mates and relatives and whoever, I've always got something to talk about in terms of stories, because when you talk about them, it constantly remind yourself of them. So it keeps that tradition lit and it keeps your memories fresh. Whereas if it's been a really long time before you've shared any of your stories, you tend to find that it's hard to get the details right or the intention or the mood at the time that it happened. So it's just about keeping those stories, campfires and stories alive. Another thing is at the dinner table, when you're around with your family, bring up a past funny, interesting, wicked story, even to your family, and just make them laugh, make them feel lighthearted, gain that connection again that we lost. Because typically around the dinner table or even with your friends, the discussion's really basic, like it's about weather or work. Change it up, make it interesting, and it doesn't have to be technically about the person you're with. It could be about something interesting you've had that day. I do this to make my days better, to make me feel more positive. I connect easier with people, and you have a laugh at the end of the day. So guys, this is my video for today, just reminding you about campfires and stories. And if you believe somebody needs to awaken their storytelling persona within them, like, subscribe, and share with somebody who you think can benefit from this. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.